this section, we are going to look at the vocabulary that is used when we are collecting and then analysing information. This sort of language is often used in business. So the first word, logic. This is just a way of thinking or explaining something. It gives somebody a sensible reason for doing something. For example, you may want to go for a walk, you look outside and it's raining. So the sensible decision to use your logic would be to not go for the walk. Statistics. This is a collection of information that's shown in numbers, and it's literally the science of collecting and then seeing what those numbers mean, analysing those numbers. For example,
we can use statistics to find out the average temperature in an area by recording the temperature on different days over a period of time and analysing this information.
Data. Facts or information, especially when examined, used to find out things or to make decisions. So just like the statistics, the information, all of the information in this would be the data that was collected. Variable. This is a situation, a number, or a quantity that can change or be changed. In our example, the thing that can change is the temperature. This is the situation. This is the variable. It can change or be changed. Population. This is just the collection of items that are being statistically analysed. It's really another word for statistics. Hypothesis testing. So a hypothesis is what you think will happen in a situation. So it's the theory, the methods and the practice of testing what you think, testing a hypothesis by comparing results with the null hypothesis, that there is no difference. You think something may happen, you collect your data to test your hypothesis, and then you analyse it. Was your theory, your hypothesis, correct or not? Statistical significance. So in statistical hypothesis testing, a result that has a statistical significance is when it's very unlikely to have occurred given the null hypothesis. For example, in our temperatures, this one is a statistical significance. It's much lower than the other temperatures, so it's unlikely to have occurred. Polls. This is the process of questioning people who are representative of a larger group in order to get information about the general opinion. An example of this would be if a company wanted to find out people's opinions about their product. They would ask questions, they would take a poll to find out what people thought, if they liked it or didn't like it. And then they can adjust their product according to those polls, according to the opinion. Exponentiation. This is the operation of raising one quantity to the power of another. An example would be in maths, the number 2, this is our quantity. We raise it to the power of 2, which just means 2 times 2, and the exponentiation would be 4. The exponentiation, we just raise the quantity of one power to the other. And finally, outliers. So this is a data point on a graph or in a set of results that's very much bigger or smaller than the next data point. Going back to our example of the temperatures, this would be an outlier. It is much smaller than the next data point.